cost of treating cancer can reach into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now imagine it's your job that gave you the cancer in the first place. Welcome to the world of firefighting. But it gets worse. Firefighters are not insured against the cancers they are contracting, and it has sparked quite the debate in South Carolina. Tonight, Katrina Helmer continues this investigation from fighting fire to fighting cancer.
To charge head-on into a burning building takes guts. Saving homes and lives is what they sign up for. Saving themselves from cancer is not. Research links the firefighting profession to a higher risk of more aggressive diseases. The debate that is raging from Myrtle Beach to Columbia involves why these lifesavers are not getting the compensation for health risks that decades of research show are the result of fighting fires.
It's dangerous. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it.
Lieutenant Jeremy Albornoz was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma after 10 years with Myrtle Beach Fire Rescue. Jeremy's motivation to beat cancer stood by his side every day, his wife and 2 kids. But if it comes back, and there's a high probability it will, family may not be enough.
For me, the biggest fear is that I can retire at 55, so if it comes back after I'm not working anymore, I'm going to lose everything then. So that's scary because it's probably going to come back.
Cancer is expensive. For Jeremy, fighting last time totaled $174,000. So should the same cities that pay them for protection cover them when they get sick?
Who's going to want to do a job when they're not protected? And that's a long-term question that we haven't answered yet.
Right now, a bill is being drafted and is trying to gain traction among lawmakers in Columbia. It would offer help covering the costs of job-related cancer treatments for firefighters. That might sound like a simple solution.
I believe if indeed exposure has resulted in cancer, if it's the proximate cause of cancer, then there should be coverage. The cancer in that event becomes an injury. I think the struggle is proving that the contact happened in the place of employment or that there was contact at all.
38 states have passed some form of a bill like this. South Carolina is not one of them.
I never want to see a bill like they have in some states where you have to prove that you had cancer on the job. Well, what good is that? I mean, that's less than what we have now. I mean, just to say you have a bill that protect your firefighters, if it doesn't really protect them, you really don't have anything.
But to get something passed, there must be proof. Proof they got cancer from their job and proof they did everything humanly possible to prevent it.
We're taking care of the cleaning, the treatment, the better physical fitness, the eating better, everything on our aspect of reducing cancer. But now we're going to need some help on the back end.
Every local firefighter is required to wear their breathing gear in a fire until given the all clear. But each department enforces different levels of lifestyle guidelines, health requirements, and safety protocols. Doctors need specifics to connect cancer to the job. Now departments are encouraging leaders to document each fire they go to, which firefighters were in the flames, for how long, and what chemicals they were exposed to. That way, when the doctor says cancer, they can hand over a stack of proof.
The compelling side of it is, well, thank God for our firefighters and our first responders. If they are injured in the workplace, as an American, as a citizen, as a Myrtle Beach resident and citizen, I want my Myrtle Beach firefighter, I want him to be made whole. I want him to have health insurance coverage because of any injury he incurs protecting me. And if he gets sick, and if it's a fatal sickness, then his family should be appropriately compensated for their loss. Again, the struggle comes with how to tie the cause to the injury.
A team of doctors, fire officials, and workmen's comp attorneys, including one senator, are working on a bill right now. It would cover full-time and volunteer firefighters currently employed and for years after they retire. But they want to make sure any legislation allows exemptions for all types of cancers, and that even if there's a question of how it was contracted, there's no question of coverage under workmen's comp.
We want to make sure that we cross our T's and dot our I's, and that we know that we're doing what's in the best interest of everyone.
Still, it will likely be the second year of our current 2-year session before this issue even gets a hearing.
We run in the burning buildings to protect you. in the back of our mind, we don't want to have that we're going to be left out when we come down with cancer from protecting you. But we'll still protect you. That's not the thing. But we need to be taken care of on the back end.
Firefighters like Jeremy are asking for nothing but the peace of mind, knowing they and their families would be protected after they risked it all to protect you.
And if it comes back, if I last, if it doesn't come back for 15 years, it'd probably be easier for me to come back earlier, because then my insurance might cover it. After that, then I don't know what's going to happen.
Representative Alan Clemens tells me he does expect the debate over a bill to happen. As to when, how comprehensive it might be, or whether it can become a law is anyone's guess. Reporting in the studio, Katrina Helmer for WMBF News.
Chief Payne with Myrtle Beach Fire Rescue says Alabama has some of the most comprehensive presumptive legislation for their firefighters. He says the group working on South Carolina's bill right now hope to take note from Alabama's work. To get a better idea of what a bill like this could look like, head to our website, WMBFnews.com. Connected to this story under the Investigates tab, you'll find a link to Alabama's bill.